Cycling in Cyprus could never be monotonous. It may be a small island in the Mediterranean, but its morphology is anything but tedious. The variety of landscape renders cycling in Cyprus suitable for every style and difficulty, ranging from routes through picturesque scenery to ones that are challenging even to the professional biker. But no matter what your cycling style is, rough or gentle, you're about to discover that Cyprus is the place to visit with your two-wheeled friend. If you can't bring your own, facilities for renting a bicycle are available in all towns and resorts, as well as outlets where you can fix any possible problems. If you want to make the most out of your cycling experience in Cyprus, you should plan your trip for spring or autumn, when the weather is mild and the scenery is majestic. And do make sure you always cycle on the left-hand side of the road. Wear your helmet, get set, let's go. Larnaca shall be our first stop, since you'll land at the Southern City's International Airport. Pedaling at a slow pace, you can discover the beauty of the salt lake, and if you're lucky, catch the migrating flamingos lazing in the water. Next to the salt lake, surrounded by palm trees and resembling an oasis, rises the Halat Sultan Tekke, the mosque built over the tomb of Haram, a woman said to be the aunt of the Prophet Muhammad. This shrine is said to be the third most important site for Muslims after Mecca and Medina, and was built around 1816. Taking the route to Giti, you can catch a breath at the Church of Angelochtisi, which contains the most famous Byzantine mosaic in Cyprus. If you want to witness a startling panoramic view from a vantage point, keep on riding to Stavrovouni Monastery. At dusk, having Stavrovouni as a starting point, you can ride along the coastline of Larnaca in the moonlight and taste the local delicacies at the fish tavern by the Sea of Mazotos, listening to the sound of the breaking waves. Wake up! Limassol awaits. Ride your bike through the attractive route around the salt lake of Akrotiri towards the ancient Roman theatre of Kourion. From the amphitheatre you can gaze at the horizon where the sea meets the sky. While wandering around the ancient site of Kourion, you can catch up on the history of the island. If you're lucky, you can attend one of the many cultural events that take place at the amphitheatre. A concert with the sea as background and the perfect acoustics of the ancient theatre are the ingredients of a memorable evening. The next stop shall be Paphos, but on your way there, you mustn't miss the Rock of Aphrodite, or, as the locals call it, Petra Turomniou. According to legend, this was the birthplace of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, while a bit further, at Kuklia, you can visit the Temple of Aphrodite. In Paphos, you can combine cycling with sightseeing, as the city is one of the island's richest in terms of archaeological heritage. You can begin from the Tombs of the Kings, an impressive site built between the 3rd century BC and the 3rd century AD, and continue with the mosaics of Nea Paphos, a site that dates back to the 3rd century AD and is included in the UNESCO list of World Monuments. There, you can see the remains of ancient villas along with mosaics portraying scenes from Greek mythology. Near the harbour of Paphos, you can find Saranda Kolones, or 40 columns, built in the 13th century in order to protect the harbour. Last but not least, you can visit the Paphos Fort, located at the picturesque port, and then have a rest at the pubs and cafes that abound in the area. Get geared up for some adventure, as the trip to the Akamas Peninsula promises a change of scenery and an experience far different from what you've already come across in Cyprus. The Akamas is a protected area, where you can enjoy numerous nature trails and their rich fauna and flora. Explore the Avakas Gorge, visit the numerous chapels of the region, swim to the nearby rock island of Hieronissos, marvel at the turtles at Lara Bay, and finally relax on the coastline of the Akamas after a long day of expeditions. Be careful, there's rough cycling ahead. You'll definitely need a mountain bike for Troodos. On the Troodos Mountains, you can ride up to the highest point of Cyprus, that of Mount Olympus, and cycle through the valley of the Biarizos torrent. You can ride through traditional villages and nature trails, and don't forget to visit Bladres, a popular mountain resort. Don't worry about accommodation, there's plenty of places to spend the night, but if you feel that you want to stay close to nature, you can always camp. There are often camps set up especially for bikers. Once down from the mountains, head towards Ayia Napa if you want to complete the puzzle of the must-see places of the island. In Ayia Napa, you can keep your sense of adventure, even though riding here is a piece of cake. The difficulty lies elsewhere. Can you dive from the Cavo Greco caves? If you can't do it this year, you can always try during your next cycling expedition to Cyprus. For the time being, just enjoy the magnificent sunset and the long white sand coastline. For those of you who are daredevils, your mission is not yet accomplished. In addition to diving from the caves, there are numerous sea sports to get your adrenaline going. If riding in Cyprus has touched your sense of competitiveness, you can always take part in the Avxentia race, the meeting point for bikers who wish to train for international competitions. Your virtual journey through Cyprus by pedal has come to an end. The real thing, however, does not even begin to compare to what we were able to show you on screen. And remember, no matter what route you choose, there are plenty of things to do off your bike. You can indulge yourself while tasting the exquisite local cuisine and seek entertainment at venues that range from quiet wine bars to wild clubbing. You'll soon find out that it's not a rumor, but Cypriots are extremely hospitable and friendly.